Hey guys and gals, let's build the Interstellar Spaceship by Lego City. This is set number 60430. Contains roughly 240 bricks. Retails for $19.99, and the set was provided by the Lego Group for the review. So that is what we're going to be building today. And we got two piles of bricks here, and that's pretty much what this is. And I don't know how long this is going to take me. I'm kind of starting to get burned out of space already. I've already done enough of these. And that's where we start at right there. So let's begin with bag one. And now we got to do the minifigure as usual. So we'll just set this one off to the side here. And we're going to get going. You may hear some pounding and jackhammering and stuff, so I don't want to... I'm on a deadline. I got to start getting sets done and out of here quick. So, because I got another lot coming in. It's, man, they produce a lot of, Lego does produce a lot of sets. You think they would only produce so many models and have people consume those. All right. But, yeah, it's a steady flow of content at least. And I'm trying my best to get things done, and I got that piece on wrong. Hoping the construction workers finish up their stuff so I can kind of snoop in there. They're supposed to be pouring a slab today, and I don't do concrete work. Alright, I think that's it for her. Now we can do we gotta do something small. Okay. So we got the astronaut, and now we gotta do more things. I'm expecting a shipment in today. It's one item, but it's in a crate. It's a picture tube. A 25 something 22 for an arcade machine. Takes a big 25-inch screen. So I'm going to be doing a little restoration of one of those, and I gotta wait for this to come in and just keep my fingers crossed that it is not damaged in freight. And yes, you can still find picture tubes, but they are far and few now. Some clients, they don't want to convert, they don't want an LED or LCD conversion, they want the real deal, and I don't blame them. Now this set I think is rated for ages 6 and up. Looks like that's what it says. Let me look here to confirm. And indeed it is. Okay, and I'll be taking some frequent breaks today, so my apologies in advance. It's probably some kind of little camera or something, we don't know. All these big pieces, and what am I doing? Hunting for the little stuff. Oh, we're looking for something with the camera thing. I just saw it. Oh, there it is. This is like a fuel cell. I mean, doing a theme is fine, but here's the thing though. If you're doing the same theme every day, it gets boring. It's like me building nothing but travel trailers. It would get boring. Or building forests, or building houses. It doesn't really matter the theme. It would just get to be so redundant. You see what I mean? You see where I'm going with this one here. So I wish Lego would just send me a lot of just random stuff would be better. Oh, we need I put the wrong color on there. Oh, I messed up and there's no brick separator. Well, this is not a 3-in-1. I'm not going to go too hard. Maybe I should. I gotta make 2 of those little flag pieces too. I'm hoping these guys will wrap up. They were here at 9 o'clock, and yeah, I may sound a little loud of it. I'm just tired. my day off and I gotta put up with all this. I think that's how it goes on. Yeah, it just hangs there, I guess. I thought with Lego City I'd be building like skyscrapers and vehicles and stuff. Oh, this is a jetpack. Okay. That's sure awfully high. Oh, you know why? Because it's facing the wrong way. There we go. Oh, she doesn't stand up though. Now we can do the fun stuff, step one. That. Interstellar Spaceship. Ooh, it sounds like something pretty big, huh? And I prefer this size of set more than the big giant 1,500 piece jobs. Why? I don't know. I just wish I can tell Lego, hey, can I suggest a piece, you know, like, can you just give me something that doesn't have a lot of parts? I'm limited on space, you know, and all that stuff. Yeah, I was going through and still editing out videos or rating things. I found one more that had some profanity in it. So, like I said, I'm trying to keep it down to a roar on this now because this was just meant as an archives channel, and I didn't think families would watch these, you know, with their kids or grandkids. It was just like, this is just a place to park stuff that's not doing very well, and well, haven't been working on any tutorials. Don't have time with all the reviews. But I do have some ideas that are been doodled up. And that's kind of like a new plate right there. Be great for a vehicle or something too. Alright, telephone base. And 2x3 flat tile. These make great screens for monitors, but you know, at least it's not being defaced. In fact, I didn't even see a sticker sheet. Even better. Trying not to yawn in everybody's ear today. And these 1x4 rounded plates are pretty cool. Oh, I just did it like what the Lego manual did. That one we just did a couple of well, I don't know, a week or so ago, or a couple of days ago, I don't remember. Yeah, but I'm kind of getting poofed of the space theme already. It's just getting to be kind of the same old stuff. Friend sets are always fun, but even if this was a friend set, it would still be the same thing. 2x4 sand blue bricks. You don't see those very often, so they're going to have those probably buried in there. That's a great block for making slate and stuff like that. I wonder if this is going to be a collaborative build. One of the sets that I got actually says 1 to 3 builders, which is kind of cool. But of course, Lego's better when you're sharing it with a friend or a loved one. Let's see here. We got a sub step here. Okay, it goes back there. Only 4.5 hours of sleep, folks. I am tired. This is a farming town. Everybody wants to get up and do things early, but they all go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. Like, Jay, how do you handle being a software engineer? You got to stay up late. Yeah, well, that's the job. That's the gig. Oh, I'd rather get up at crack of dawn in the morning. Well, I'm not a morning person. I'm more of a night owl. I don't want to stay up all... Well, I want to stay up all night because daytimes are so boring out here. That's when I used to go into all the chat rooms late at night because they were all chaotic and stuff. All the chaos and drama was always at night. It's like this just goes in here. Yeah, it doesn't fit in all the way, but it shows it like that too. Supposed to get a haircut this week, never did. But that's my fault though. No pandemic, nobody telling me I don't want to go into town. Could he stick out like that? Okay, they show it shiny, so I'm taking it's probably gold. Do we have to build a pair of those? Okay, we do have to build a pair. That's why I was just like, that looks like something like a pair, but no, yeah, it is. We'll do the pair real quick and we'll just start installing things here. Yeah, but to answer some questions though, I do get tired of doing sets after a while. It gets to be the same old thing. You know, well, Jay, why do you do it? Well, if they're here in my inventory, like I said, this was a batch that I didn't really wanted to do. But I'm not going to just say, oh, I'm not doing it, because they may not send me anything anymore. So I'm just kind of going to get it done and just give my honest opinion on it and be out of the way. Because I wanted to kind of work on my own projects this year. And while I'm off, I don't want to be spinning. It's like I'm working again. It's the same old things. And I got a bunch of ideas just racing through my mind. It's like an artist with a paintbrush and a piece of canvas, and then yet somebody comes and says, no, you grab this, you put this over here, and they're telling you exactly what to do. I mean, that's not how I want to do things here. All right, so but I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this big lengthy tutorial series. It's an in-depth tutorial, a complete walkthrough how to, and it will just be an exclusive. I've really thought about it, and I thought, man, the channel's not got a million subs by now, or 250,000 subs. I thought, well, I'm going to have to make it into an exclusive, because that's a lot of work. And my buddy's like, well, what if you had a million subs? I said, oh, all that stuff would be free. I wouldn't sweat over it too much. All right, so open up your hinges a little bit just so you can know where they go. Wait. Okay, I see where they go. Yeah, if you don't have a brick separator, it's kind of a pain. I think that's what it's supposed to do, like it's supposed to eat you. Don't roll off. Well, Jay, can you return these? No. No, I can't. Like I said, it's already sent here. I'm going to do it. And it's extra commentary is what it is. It's just like getting something you're not too sure about. I mean, these are not bad builds. It's just, I'm just not into space. They're not bad. They're pretty good, but they're just, I'm just not into the theme. When I signed up, I thought, well, I'm going to get City, get Creator. I thought, okay, those are stuff that I'm familiar with, right? And no, it's completely different stuff that I was like, wasn't expecting. Okay, so this doesn't come out now. That's cool. All right. Just about halfway done with the whole build. Yeah, there was a discussion about, somebody had posted a video about land videos, and I asked this guy, he's been like a fan of mine for years. I said, I hope I don't fall into that category. He goes, oh no, you keep it real. Well, I mean, why would I mean, I'm not here to lie to you and tell you that these are the best things in the whole wide world. This theme maybe, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you like this is. I'm like, wow, this is the best Lego set Lego has ever made, and then next one I get, oh wow, it's the same old thing I just told you before, that kind of thing. I'm not here to do that. If this is a good set, I mean, is this good so far? I mean, haven't had anything break off, although that's kind of loose, but it is what it is. We're going to lock that in there. Oh, now it's not loose. See, now it's strong. And then we got to put this piece on the front. That'd make a great piece for a boat. What is that, a 6x7 wedge plate? Yawning up a storm. I'm going to try to get this one reviewed real quick and just get it out of here. And I got one more small set to do. Then after that, I may just take a nappy poo and just be done with it. Well, that fell on the floor. Let me get that there. And in addition to all the stuff that I have, there's so many sets in here. Like, I'm now using up floor space to display, not display, just to set them. I have nowhere to put any of this stuff. It's gotten that bad. This was meant for somebody who has this, like this ambassador thing, right? If I had a team working with me, I'd let them take this stuff and say, here, knock yourself out. I'm only a team of one, so I don't get to share. I don't get to share it. There was some, speculation in the, non-land members, like, what do we do with all this stuff? I mean, honestly, I wish I could give this stuff away just as is built. I cannot. Some have said, well, Jay, how would they know? They would know, trust me. Somebody would snitch. And we're getting close. I think that might be it. Yeah, that's it. We didn't mess up so far, looks pretty good. Well, we don't know yet, but that is what we have remaining for bag one. Okay, now we're going to switch gears and move to bag two. Okay. Now it looks like we're putting in all the accessories. I have a feeling these are going to go in here. I'm going to take a look, and if they are mirrored, yeah, 2 of those. I'm glad now I read that. Oh, well, Lego did something goofy. They just show you 2 in a picture. They didn't even know. I'm glad now I checked, because I would have gave this set an inappropriate gesture and said some pretty colorful language. Maybe we'll just do that. Just tell you how I feel instead of just saying the bad words. Like, how dare you try to trick me? Remember in school they always tell you to read ahead before you go to class? Well, that's the same thing here. Just read ahead and you don't have to worry about all that. I still need to go in and inspect and clean that socket too. I notice on the video you don't see it all that much. And I've been browsing the maps some more, but just every time I would tell, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Oh, why would you want to go do that? Why do you want to go there? One of my buddies is in a different state, goes, why don't you come out here? And I'm thinking, I don't want to have to spend literally hundreds of dollars. You know, I have to be kind of close to home right now. I don't want to just do that. Does that just sit there like that? I mean... Oh, wait a minute. You know, I just realized I skipped a step. Okay, take that off. Okay. There's 2 of these. It's like, how's that supposed to go on there? Okay, now we know why. Wasn't really didn't pay attention to the part list. Yeah, today I got to put all the parts back in the car and see if it'll start up. Everything's been restored. So now I just got to bolt it all in and turn it on and see what it does. If it turns, you know, sometimes I may mess up and things may not work right. I get sometimes from the community, if I don't know something, some people literally chew me out or cuss me out over it. I'm like, you know, I can openly admit and say I don't know everything. And it's okay not to know everything. If you don't know all the stuff in Lego or whatever, that's fine. And no one's going to hold it against you if you don't. I mean, I only know just a fraction of what's going on. And these go right in there. Okay. Nice little plug-in modules there. Alright. It's starting to look more like a spaceship now. I think it goes even with those. Ooh, I'm going to hold underneath then. I mean, at least it's minifigure scale. And I did a couple of these so far, and they've been pretty good. Just kind of wish they were a bit more finished off in terms of studs. And we need a medium stone gray. Yeah, if you're looking for stuff for your books, there you go. They use them as screens, but and then this goes right here. Tip that down in there. It's got the controls and stuff too. That's not a bad little cockpit there. That looks really good. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do with exclusives now is I'm going to incline maybe just doing more of the behind the scenes stuff. And if only one person watches, and puts input in, that one person would count as 1,000,000 people. You know what I mean? So I'm just thinking I may bring back the updates, but with this tutorial series, it'll be just that. And at the end, it'll be displayed as a mock for everybody to enjoy. What does it say? Stab someone with that. Yeah, because most of these space sets, I'm used to gray and blue. And these are just white, black, and gray, with a little hint of orange in them. Nothing too elaborate. All right. Yeah, I know somebody got called for jury duty, and she is just chomping to bits, literally wanting to get in there and do the jury duty things. Oh, she's real excited about it, thinking, oh, my job pays me, so I'm not worried about it. I'm like, yeah, well, you want to go and deal with all that? I hate it, and I still do. Like in my families, they like jury duty. I hate it. I don't like being told I have to be there, or I'm going to go to jail if I don't. That's a whole other rant, but ooh. But last time I was going, and they wanted me to come, and I just said, hey, I'm running a business. I don't have time to be there. So I had to give them a copy of the business license, and I had to give them saying, hey, I'm self-employed. You know, and I got out of that one. Somebody, oh, it's your civic duty. No, my duty is for them to leave me alone. I'm not going. And out here, it's only $15 a day. That's like, I remember when I submitted my thing, I was like, you know, I have to pay myself. You know, if I don't get jobs done, I don't get paid. They haven't bothered me in 2 years, knock on wood. It's like, don't bother me. You know, it's like, you know, I mean, I could bring the laptop and stuff and work there, but going through their little security thing, you know how they have to pretty much strip search you when you go in those places now? Make sure you're not bringing things in that are not appropriate. I've only been, as far as for jury duty is concerned, I've only been through the Von Door thing, where the attorneys and the judge will ask you questions. That's as far as I've ever gotten. When you go up to the jury box and they ask you questions, and they slowly weed you out. I'm like, I don't want to hear somebody else's problems. I got my own to worry about. But that's how it is. I mean, I understand there's probably some kids that are just real excited to go to the jury duty. You know, like some of the younger adults, not kids, but young adults, and like, oh, this is gonna be just like what's that show, Law and Order and stuff. I'm like, I don't think so. Oh, that goes upside down. Like that. So I must do something, and maybe that's where the thing... Oh, I don't know. Alright, and stick the round thing in there. Oh, we got the blue hand from the void again to show us how it works. So basically this is closed up, and you press this. That's kind of clever, huh? And then you squeeze it to pop it back up. I was wondering why they did it like that. That's not a bad idea. Pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool if you're into building spaceships and stuff. But yeah, I mean, the jury duty thing. I remember I had to go by there a few days ago, and had to get a ride to go get somewhere until I get this, get the stuff from my car, and I had to drive by that. Every time I drive by that stupid, or even walk by, whatever, the stupid courthouse, I just kind of start shaking really bad. I just hate that place. I know this one person. Oh, I can't wait to go. I'm so excited. I'm thinking, yeah, tell me about that. She's never been called into the little booth and get questions asked, and it's not what it's cracked up to be. Too many of these people are watching Law and Order or CSI or something like that, thinking it's all glory. Go on YouTube, there's plenty of court things that you can watch, and you can see how it is firsthand. The worst thing that could happen is getting sequestered and you're locked in a hotel room without a television or phones. I only knew one person that actually went through that. I think my dad did. They would pay for your hotel room, meals, lodging. You were in a room. He had a television. You can make calls, but you were not allowed to do anything. You were just there. And I think that was for a federal court. And a federal courthouse for me is in another part of the state, and they would pay for your whole entire transportation to get there. Still that's a little too much for me, but I hope I never get called when you can't cancel those. You have to go. No matter if you have a business or not, what I was told, you have to go. Even if you have a business, you find someone. So you can make what, $15 a day. $15. Yeah, you can't even get a meal at McDonald's anymore for that. I don't even. What does that give you in California? 3 gallons of gas. That's just enough to get out of the parking lot. You have to push yourself on the way home. Out here they still pay. I don't know what they pay a mile for gas, but last time I was there, it was like 15 cents or something a mile. I'm like, I live far away. A lot of people were complaining about it, like, well, that's your duty. I'm thinking, yeah, that is my duty. My duty is to complain about it, too. Doesn't do any good, though. Because all these guys... Okay, we got to make 2 of these. I just saw the doubles here. A lot of these guys, they live in town. Well, I don't live in town. There was this one guy when they were doing the Bondora. He just came out to the judge and says, "I don't believe in the justice system. I just want to go back home and go back to bed and be left alone." And the attorneys kicked him off real quick. Can't get in trouble for it because he was just speaking what's on his mind. Here we're grown adults trying to get out of something, It's not like work, Some people want to work overtime. That's cool. I get it. But no, I don't. I mean, if you like jury duty, that's fine. But for someone like myself, it's just kind of like, eh. All right, so you put them on these right here. Imagine me taking Lego sets down there. Down to the thing and doing them. I don't think it's not. I don't think it's going to jury duty would be is the boring part. I think what the boring part is sitting in the waiting room, waiting for your name to be called. Every time I go in there, they call, like, we're all sitting there, and the court's let out at 4 o'clock. Right there at 3:30, 3:45, they start calling names. Then we have to sit in the courthouse until 5 o'clock. It's just like, you made me waste a whole day just to do that. It's, I guess to some people, I mean, It's fine, but the first day is free. They don't pay you for it. They were talking about raising it out here to $100 or $150 a day. I'd go for that, you know, to be inconvenienced. That's only if you have a financial burden. So, I don't know. Okay, so he does it like that. Oh, do we dare press the button or should we wait? Let's press it. Okay. That's pretty cool, huh? When you're done. But you can't just do that. Oh, the windscreen. Oh yeah, this came in unscathed. Just a few tiny little pits, but nothing major. As you can tell, it's minifigure scaled. And yeah, this is kind of hard to open up. Yeah. Oh no, just stick your finger right there in the corner and pick it up. I don't think it's supposed to open it that much, but oh, we got to put the fuel cells in. That's why it doesn't power up right now. We got to put that in there. Okay. Oh. And that goes on the top here. Oh, it goes right on this. All right, let's leave that open then. Press that down. So now you got a nice button. Nice action. It's a bit stiff, but it's better than it going clinky. And it tells you how to run it, how to close it up. It tells you to close these two flaps first and drop that one down. Well, let's see here. Yeah, you can't drop that one down. You have to close these first for that to disengage, and that's it. This is just some jetpack that just floats in. I wish there was a way to store it somewhere. And yeah, did it keep my interest? It's average for me. When you do enough of these, it kind of gets... Ooh, those all look fun. I can't show you, but they're fun. Space. And the parts list. Alrighty. You know, do I even need a turntable for this? You know, I mean, seriously, it's not like something big that I have to manhandle. And I'm thinking if I do the review on this real quick, I may just go ahead and combine it with this video. It's a pain to edit, but then again, I don't have to mess with it, or I can just break the video. It'd be better. Yeah, we'll do that. So let me reposition. So now I'm going to index it as let's setting up the gear. And I think I'm going to bring this camera down a bit more. So yeah, I'm going to be moving it. But for the most part, though, it was a very interesting short build. It wasn't hard or complicated. Yeah, come on, give me problems. You know exactly what I want. I have another small set I'd like to unbox after this one. So yeah, you'll have to see the corner of the table. You gotta love these sloppy reviews. Jay, why don't you do them professionally? Well, then that would not be fun. I gotta make them extra cringy for you. Alright. Let's see here. I think that looks good. Okay. And we got the jetpack. Alright, so that just kind of floats. So what I'm going to do here is, see, she doesn't stand up very well with that on her back. So what I'm going to propose to do is, let me focus in on that and change my horizon a bit there, because it's kind of lopsided a little bit. I thought of a really good build for the camping stuff. No, it's not related to space by any means. And I just got to find the time to do it. Alright, and I think it'd be a really cool build. It'll be on a terrain. It'll be part of the campground, but something I can just show off, maybe come up with maybe 2 or 3 good summer tutorials for it. And just something crazy for everybody. Well, I'm going to have to polish that up. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Let's see how much light we can shed on that there. Well, it's not turning on. What's wrong with it? Oh, that explains it. I have it plugged into the wall, just not plugged into the light. Well, that will be a problem there. Let's try it out. Let's try that again. Okay. Now, well, that's a little too much. See right down here how dark it is? I kind of want to turn that up in such a way where it's like that. And I don't like having it to where it's just oversaturated. Okay. Right about there, which is, that's 25% brightness. And that's cold. That's warm. We'll keep it at the warm light. Alrighty. Well, let me break it here and we'll do the formal stuff. Here we have the Interstellar Spaceship, and it's pretty nice at that. And this is essentially what it is. But first we got our minifigure. Well, the visor doesn't open up though. She's got a single-sided head, jetpack on the back, and this does remove. Now she can stand up straight. And that's essentially what it is. It comes with the power cell and all that stuff. Set that off to the side there because she won't need that where she's going. And then here we have the Interstellar Spaceship. Ooh, doesn't that look cool? This one's pretty cool actually. Got these wings here. Probably the brakes to slow it down. And this right here. Well, let's put our minifigure in here. This is kind of hard to open up. You might want to grab it right here and slightly pinch it. It'll open up. Here's the inside of the cockpit. Pretty cool. And that's printed. There's no stickers in this model. So we're going to have our astronaut take a seat so she can fly this beast. And this should close all the way. Maybe not. What if we have her lean back a little bit and have her recline? There we go. So now she's got a recline. Now this is not scripted by any means, so I just kind of go with the flow on this stuff here. And yeah, she's ready to go. Now, we're going to press these fuel cells here. Watch what happens. This is pretty cool. That pops open. And if you want to disengage that, you close these two first, and then you push that down. So isn't that cool? So now she can whoosh, all sorts of stuff. And as you can tell, this is a playable model, especially with the little accessory. So we're going to start the review with play value, and yes, this is a fully playable model. As you can tell, I like the action for the rear, I guess you want to call them thrusters. We have access to the cockpit, 1 minifigure is included. So despite the size of this set, it is a playable model. Now build quality, I didn't have anything fall apart on it either, so that's even better. And this is pretty well built for what it is. So for me, I'm happy with the build quality. It seems pretty sound. I can pull things around. You know, nothing's going to fall apart. So for me, the build quality is really good with this one. Now this thing is ready to be dropped into a LEGO City or a LEGO Space theme. Why? Well, you don't have to modify this, but if you want to, you can add stuff to this or put it inside of a custom mock, and it would fit pretty well with a mock. In addition, there is some good pieces in it to use for other creations as well. My final score on this is going to be a flat 10. Why? It kept my interest, it's self-contained, it's playable, you can put minifigures in it and all sorts of stuff. This thing works, it's solid. Nothing fell apart, no stickers, so it's a flat out 10. This is probably one of the very few sets that I could just give a 10 on. And I prefer these little sets. They're really cool. They're easy to move around too. Would this be something I would buy for myself? If I was into space, maybe, but I'm more into city suburb stuff, so I probably would pass on this one. But for the retail price of $19.99, you are getting a good, strong, sturdy build, in addition to a minifigure and a little jetpack. But I think whoever gets the set's going to be happy. But let me know what you think about this set.